Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about borderline personality disorder and perfectionism. Do you feel like you have to be perfect at all times or else? And it's not just people with BPD, but it's everyone that can fall into this trap. Dysfunctional beliefs can have severe consequences, so it's very important to identify what your dysfunctional beliefs are because most of us have some. I must admit, I can fall into this category too. I do not have BPD, but there are times when I can split and go into some black and white thinking where things are all good and all bad. That can come from being the oldest born, where you're modeling after adults, so you become a little bit more perfectionistic. So I have to face some of these things as well. Like, for example, when you're at work, somebody could make a comment or disagree with how you do certain things, and you feel like you've done your very best and you're working so hard. And then all of a sudden, instead of saying, they were simply bringing something to my attention, or maybe they like to do things in a different way than I do, it doesn't mean that now you're an all bad, terrible person that they're looking down on and that they hate. It's not that. It's just bringing something up that can be addressed and handled with relative ease. So it's okay if someone else's thought process differs from yours. It doesn't mean that you're all bad. So when you get caught up in dysfunctional or irrational beliefs and thinking, you may say phrases like this to yourself. People are always mean. I am the laziest person on earth. I must be perfect at all times. I'll never be happy. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot if I make one mistake. I should have done things better. I have to do things perfectly at all times. I should have done better. I must get everything done today. Others should be way more polite. I must be in control of all situations. Things must go well. Others must always treat me well. So this might, in your mind, these things might make sense. Like, I don't want anybody to ever be mean to me, but sometimes people are grouchy, cranky, they're having a bad day, they have a lot going on. Sometimes people can be snappy. That doesn't necessarily mean anything towards you. It could mean that you don't have the whole picture. Ask yourself, what is wrong with that type of belief system? Saying, I must cope with everything. Well, some things are hard to cope with, right? Some things are difficult. You could say, others should always treat me well. Well, do you treat everyone well? You might respect people at church or at work, but you might have family members that you snap at and that you're not nice to. So we all have things that we can work on. None of us are perfect. So keep that in mind and give yourself a break. Someone once asked me, what makes you the exception to the rule? Sometimes people aren't nice, and some people are grouchy and rude to everyone that they encounter. So what makes you the exception that person is mean to everyone else, but they should be nice to you? They treat everybody badly, so we all get our fair share of the good and the bad. As far as telling yourself that you should never make a mistake, that's irrational. We're always learning and growing. That's important in life. So making mistakes is okay. So it's really about also not being so hard on yourself, lowering some of your expectations for yourself, and giving yourself a break. So here are some things that I want to challenge you to work on. Take a look at this. So instead of these all or nothing mantras like I'm lazy all the time, I want you to do this instead. It's okay to feel upset, right? We're humans, we're built with lots of emotions, so why can't we feel sad, mad, glad? Tell yourself to face challenges. So instead of sweeping them under the rug or running from them or thinking that you can't be challenged in life, face them. And then think differently. To me, that means you don't have to think like everyone else. It's okay to have unique perspectives and not be this cookie cutter person. A lot of times we see cookie cutter. You know, I have a friend that tells me most people are kind of dry. Hello, how are you? And it's okay to have some flavor or some flair. That's not a bad thing at all. But what do we do when we're different? We beat ourselves up for it. Oh, I'm weird, or I should be like everyone else. That's kind of boring, really. So enjoy being unique in some ways and special. Apologize. That is okay. It doesn't mean that people are going to leave you or hate you because you did something wrong. People appreciate an apology. So even if you don't always understand why someone is upset or you want to stay in the mode of, I didn't do anything wrong, go ahead and apologize, and just that way you can move on from it. Remember, it's okay to disagree. We don't always think alike about things. If there's a way you can shift. If you feel very strongly, then stick with your plan. But you can also compromise. That means you figure out a way to meet somewhere in the middle. But it's okay to be that way. It's also okay to change, to shift. And, sometimes we have to do that in life, where we change to accommodate our situation or our circumstance, or to cope or to survive. Sometimes we do have to change our thought process. And also remember to sometimes it's okay to pause and think, take a step back before you act irrationally, and let others shine. Let them take the limelight. Highlight good things in other people. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. You can ask for help if you need it. And always remember that you are one smart cookie. So give yourself positive accolades, and remember that no one's perfect, and that's why pencils have erasers. So it's because we make mistakes as humans. So basically it's, let's stop holding and gripping so tightly to belief systems that serve no purpose other than they make us feel safe, but they also keep us stifled. They keep us from blossoming and moving forward. They hold us back, actually. So it's a place of safety, but it does considerable damage, because a lot of times, some people are very straightforward. They just say what they think, but then they've moved on from it, and then you're stuck in it and not moving past it. So, watch this video again and really take in some of the tips that I've given you and practice them all week so that you can start feeling better, okay? So this is not just a borderline personality disorder issue. It is a human race issue, and it just feels better. I'm telling you from my own personal experience as well that this is something that I need to work on, and I'm going to work on it right alongside with you guys. So if you are dealing with a narcissist, you might be having to undergo a lot of bullying. So check out my book, The Workplace NaRCISSiST, and it's going to help you, give you strategies, give you comfort, give you support. It's on Amazon by Tamara Zyon. I'll put the link in the description box. Check out my other videos. Please share it with people that you think that will help, and I'll see you next time. Bye.